All right, so you realize that doing your job and going to the bars on the weekends is not the answer to fulfillment. Maybe you do your job and it pays the bills. That's great. But you're still left wondering, how am I fulfilled? How do I live a life that's more purpose aligned, where it just feels better? Okay, so that's good. You're on the path. Maybe that's the first step. And you know that there's something better. You're destined for something better. And that's cool. But how do you find that? You've probably seen a ton of either self-help content on the internet or content creator, make a one-person business, start your own business, get to 10K a month, make some content, make a business that's purpose aligned. Follow my system, but you got to buy it. Buy the course, sign up for my mentorship, whatever it is. There's all kinds of passions and solutions out there, right? But how do you know what's best for you? That's a tough thing to know. You got to walk the path. But one thing that I would say, from having tried I can't say every, but I've tried a lot of business models, a lot of ways to make content, trying to post on every platform, trying to dominate every niche, monetize everything, follow this formula so that you hold attention. It's burned me out. Worse than a job did even. But basically, one piece of advice to keep you on track is if it doesn't feel right, don't do it. Maybe try something else. I spent well over a year building the wrong business model and making content about it when I knew it didn't feel right. I knew it wasn't aligned. And I held the belief that once this business model is successful, then I can do the thing that I want to do. Then I can express myself. And life's short. I don't think that's the way. I think you got to follow what feels true. By the way, I'm climbing a mountain right now and there's a storm brewing. It's kind of like what it's like in my mind right now. But the sun is shining on me here in this present moment, and I'm grateful for that. So, I think that to follow what's true, your intuition is going to know best. So your gut feeling. If you have thoughts like, oh, this is annoying, or oh, this is such a grind, there's probably some truth to that. Because if you're creating something that feels aligned and true to you, you're going to naturally be excited about it. You'll be excited to do it. And then, it's still work, but it's the right kind of work. You're going to be excited about the message. You're going to be excited to do the work. And I think that is the better thing to follow versus the try to get rich quick, build a business quick thing. Unless you're real strapped for cash and you want to do it that way. Some people just get off on the money thing and that's it. But if you're a wayfinder, if you're a soul seeker, I don't know what they call them these days, but I think if you are one of these things I'm referring to, you're going to know. And you're going to be able to follow what feels true to you. And I think there's such a emphasis on rushing and doing it fast, and the best things don't happen that way. Like a tree that's a big strong tree that has shade and branches and is tall, it takes a long time to grow slowly, season by season. A mountain also grows slowly when two tectonic plates push together, or what have you, a volcanic eruption. Mountains are built in different ways, but following what feels true and starting small and not having big expectations, but instead of seeking monetary reward in the beginning or some form of social media metrics to validate your idea is not the way. I can say that from experience. Now, there is some truth in that. Like if something does make you some money, or you see that one certain social media post, a content piece that you make builds, does better than others. There's some truth to that, but it's not the only thing that validates it. I think your inner clarity and how it feels to you on the inside is what matters first and foremost. So build off of that and seek that foundation there, and off of clarity, off of what is true to you, what fulfills you and engages your natural gifts, versus pursuing what you think is going to go viral, or what you think is going to be a profitable business model. I can give some personal experience about that if you want to hear it. I'm almost to the peak. I was hoping this walk and talk chat unscripted was going to last until I get to the peak, and then I can do a full pan on the peak and then sign off before I have to run off from thunder or lightning striking me. But if I do get struck by lightning, hopefully someone finds this video and it's intact and they can post the video, but they won't know my code to my phone. But anyway, personal experience. I thought I needed to build a video business. This was because I had a job in marketing that did email marketing, but also video. And I'd always liked video, but I was into narrative filmmaking when I was younger. I made short films, acted in them, produced them with friends, directed one or two of them. Great times. I loved that. But I never knew the technical side of filmmaking too much. And then when I got this job, I had enough basic experience to get hired, first of all, by my friend. And it was his company, software company, and YouTube ads coaching. And I studied courses online. That was kind of my first intro to the content creator course economy thing. And I got better. I made mistakes, but I got better. I saw that our videos, both organic YouTube videos and YouTube ads and video sales letters, they were making sales for our business. We did small company, but we did $5 million in sales over 3 years that I worked there. And it was all through video and email content. And that was cool to see. So I was like, well, because a bunch of people preached in the content creator economy, they preached, do what you know, teach what you know, sell what you know. So, and everyone was talking about info products, this, info products, that, highly profitable selling a digital product. So it's all right, gotta make a course, man, gotta make a course. And that's how I used to be with novels or writing a song or making a short film. I was like, gotta make it at all costs. And so I was like, gotta make a course at all costs. You want to see the other side of the mountain while I'm talking? Here's the other side. I hiked from down there in the mist, this valley, from my porch. I left my house and I got all the way up here. And then I'm going to go down that way into those woods and go to the highway, and my friend's going to pick me up, hopefully. Cloud looks pretty cool over there. I was like, okay, build the course at all costs. And then I talked to some people on X and hired coaches, and they're like, when you don't have a lot of volume on social media, so not a lot of traffic, it's hard to make money off of a low ticket course. Good point. Make a coaching offer that's higher ticket, so you make more money off of less traffic. I was like, okay. So I was getting that all set up. Spent forever on a website, which you don't need. You literally just need some content and an email list and a place to book a call. I spent a lot of time polishing, building foundation. It helped me clarify things, but in the end, it didn't help get quick sales. Which, if you're going for money, quick sales is probably good. But also, if it's the wrong thing and you rush into it, if I had gotten quick sales there and it pushed it for a while, I would have realized maybe too late that it wasn't the thing I meant to build. It wasn't the thing that my heart and soul really wants to create. So, and I might have felt stuck in it. If it was profitable and making me money, it might have been harder to transition out of. They say you can always pivot, and it's true. So you're not always stuck in something. But, I just kind of want to build from the truth and the soul. So I did some coaching, asset design, website design, designing what the offer looked like. That helped me get clear and get better at communicating the value of something, so it wasn't a waste. But also, I would say the thing that, you know, I was also still determined to make that course. So I made a course, started with the email course, and then I was like, gotta make it video modules. And I did. It was hybrid. It also had PDF guides and stuff you could download. And I was like, that could serve in the coaching offer. And then I shot a bunch of ads and video sales letters. I was like, we're ready. Cold traffic ads, retargeting ads for the training. There was a training I shot too. And the ads were gonna push to the free training. And then I shot a bunch of YouTube videos. And I just did not feel like myself. Talking like the video tips guy. I felt like I was mimicking other people. I put myself into it, but I just sounded bitter at times. Like when I did whiteboard videos, like this clip here, I just look bitter to me, and it doesn't look like I'm fulfilled and speaking from a place of soul at all. So I was like, not for me. But I was like, I gotta finish it out. The only way out is through. So I released all the foundational content, which was like 7 or 8 YouTube videos and shorts that went with them. Using Opus Clip to use AI to cut shorts out of the long form. That was cool, helpful. But I started trying to publish on Instagram about video tips, and I was like, this does not resonate. This does not feel right. I did it for a few weeks, maybe a month, a little more. And then when I got to the end, I was like, well, I should just run the ads and see if I get people in the offer. But in the meantime, while I'd been doing that, I'd also been building my side business. I just built a prototype free product, and it's like a guided journal that helps you get clear on what you're meant to do, what fulfills you. Instead of like just another productivity planner, it's like a soul planner, I guess, but a soul atlas, if you will. And I had the name for years. I called it the Cosmic To-Do List. And that had just been stuff I'd been writing in my notebook. I was like, here's all the things I absolutely have to do before I die. All that. And it was like climbing certain mountains, publishing certain books, releasing certain albums, visiting different places, having certain life experiences, whatever it is. And I was like, that's my Cosmic To-Do List. But it was a clusterfuck in my journals, just a list. And I tried to organize it. But I started seeing that there were categories. Each like task fit into a certain area of life that's important. And so I started just designing like a framework of categorizing different tasks that we might experience in life into different categories. And I realized that they're all interconnected to live a healthy life. And I made another video about that if you want to see it. It breaks down the different categories. It's on the screen here somewhere, or it's in the video description. But that was what I built. I set it up, and I was like, this is just a side project, but this is the one I truly want to build. And I want to make it a longer print version and an AI assisted app someday. And I'm still planning to do that as of the time of this video. But I also started writing a memoir, because I was like, I got back in touch with my creative roots. I was like, well, I gotta write nonfiction now instead of a novel and just get clear. It helps me heal and gain clarity. There's a looked like a rainbow for a second. It was just the green on the mountain, the light hitting it. Pretty cool this way. So I started writing the memoir, and I was like, got to the point where I was going to run those ads for the video business, and it's already summer. I'm like, this summer is when I go hike mountains and live my soul purpose in the wilderness. And I've been doing some salt of the earth type of jobs, been 8 TV tours and bartending and video editing for one client, because I do know video editing. I have a good relationship with them. Trent and Allie, you can check out their videos. They have a huge channel. They're building a home in Utah, and sometimes they they go on road trips in their awesome van. I'm feeling raindrops. Might have to get off the peak soon. Hopefully no lightning comes. But so I decided I don't want to overload myself and run the ads right now. So I'm going to finish the memoir, keep building Cosmic To-Do List, and keep going. I might try to record some music too. I don't know. Climb the peaks and then see where I'm at come September. If I want to run the ads and try to get coaching clients, then I can. But until then, I'm going to grow the other project that I've really been wanting. So I'm feeling a lot more clarity because I did the work. I think you just need to start and follow your intuition, and that is what's going to help get you to where you're trying to get. Because you know you're destined for something better. You know there's something more to life than just doing your job and partying or escaping. So let's build it. And I'm almost up this peak, and as soon as I'm up here, I'm going to turn around and go down because there's storms all around me, and I do not want to get struck by lightning. But there's my dog. She's going to beat me to the peak. Anyway, if you want to get the Cosmic To-Do List, there's a link in the description. If you're trying to shoot videos, you can check out my mini course or get my scripting templates. Links in the description. And for now, that's all I got, except for this peak, which keeps being further and further away. And you can see how hard it is to talk when you're walking uphill. Ooh, there's the snow. I've been on that peak over there before and some snowboarded over there a bunch. My other dog was up there. Gotta release his ashes up there later this summer. That's on my Cosmic To-Do list. Been releasing him off the peaks we've been on together. I got 2 more to do in this mountain range. And then, yeah, that'll get checked off the Cosmic To-Do list. And the spirit of Zeus, Rottweiler Zeus, will be flying free over these mountains. He already is, but it's just symbolic to me. All right, thanks for bearing with me on this peak hike. It keeps going and going, so I gotta keep finding things to say. If you want to download that Cosmic To-Do list, go ahead and do it. It's free. You just duplicate it in a Notion account, which you can set up for free, and then you can type right in it. You can bookmark it on whatever browser you use. Keep coming back to it and checking in with yourself. And when you get it, you'll also be joining my newsletter, Lore of the Soul, it's called. And you'll get updates about my memoir and anything else I'm building, any other strategies I learn about soul alignment and following your truth. And I think you'll be pretty happy to be there on that list. And we are gonna have to get off this peak quick. I'm always pushing it, guys. Thanks for following along. If you like this, my walk and talks on mountains or wherever, sometimes I do it at home. I try to get outside. Subscribe to my channel. I'll be publishing a lot more of these. And that peak is right there. It's like 70 feet away. Whew. That was a good one. Did you subscribe yet? Okay, cool, just checking. You didn't? Just click it, dude. You won't want to miss what I got coming. Soul alignment. I got songs coming too, guys. I got songs, the soundtrack to my memoir. That's the name of the album. It's coming. Songs I've written over the years through the trials and tribulations. And I think you'll like it, hopefully. If not, hopefully it inspires you to create what is true to you. And here is that peak. Woo! I do love getting up here in the clouds. You just gotta be careful when there's lightning, but I'm feeling okay so far. Thanks for coming along on this journey, and I wish you peace, clarity, and intuitive direction on all your creations as you continue to improve your life. So thanks for listening, and I'll see you on the next video. Adios.